All right, ladies and gentlemen, get on your bold take hats because this might be one of my boldest takes in quite some time. But I'm sure a lot of you guys know by now, especially the ones that watched my previous video, I do take accountability whenever I make a bad take. This past summer when RJ Barrett played in the Summer League, I said I think he's going to be a bust. I don't really like his play style. He can't get his shot off. He's having trouble driving in. And as a result, I don't see him succeeding in the NBA if he's not able to do these basic things in the Summer League. Then yesterday, after watching some preseason games on him, I literally took back those comments and statements. Again, I can only analyze what is given to me and what I see so far. And I am going to briefly assume that there is going to be some evolution of that player's game whenever I talk about them. But over here, I think this could be one of my boldest takes ever because I am pretty much judging a rookie, a lottery pick, based off of a very small sample size. A small yet, albeit a very impressive sample size. We're talking about Tyler Herro over here, guys, and this is a video that a lot of you guys have requested in my comment section, and yes, I read those comments, so if there's another player that you want me to cover, be sure to let me know in the comment section right now. But really quickly, before we jump into this video, guys, you already know how this works. If you watch a lot of my videos, I'm sorry if this annoys the crap out of you, but as soon as I hit 500,000 subscribers, I'm going to be going full-time on YouTube. Going to be deferring nursing school for a semester or two, and then I'm going to finish it up during a slower time in the NBA season, probably in the summer or something like that. And yeah, so if you watch a lot of my YouTube videos that get recommended to you, but you haven't hit that sub button, please hit that subscribe button. On top of that, we are less than 500 followers away from finally announcing this Off-White Air Jordan 1 giveaway on my Instagram. So if you want to enter for a chance to win a pair of Off-White Air Jordan 1s, just go to my Instagram down below. It's the same as my YouTube channel name. It's Theflightmike. Finally, I completely revamped my Patreon account, guys. So if you guys want to support me in the tiniest little bit, you guys could even donate $1 on that app now. I spent a lot of time on it, and I want to give a shout out to Grant and Icy Jalen Brown Twitter, my two Patreon patrons. And if you can't support me, that's okay. Just hit that notification bell. I would much rather you hit the notification bell than ever donate a single dollar to me anyways. I just want you guys to enjoy my content. Now that that lengthy intro is out of the way, let's get to this video on Tyler Herro and Jimmy Butler, because what I'm very impressed about here is, if you guys remember a while ago when the OKC Thunder were shopping Russell Westbrook, they were actually engaged in a discussion with the Miami Heat, and this was right after the Miami Heat just signed Jimmy Butler, and I was sitting there thinking, I don't understand why Jimmy Butler would leave the Sixers, who offered him a contract and gave him the best chance to compete for a championship, to go to the Miami Heat. And to be honest, I'm sure all NBA fans felt the same way. That didn't really make a lot of sense. But eventually we figured, okay, the Miami Heat are probably going to try to get themselves Russell Westbrook here. And the only reason that they were not able to get Russell Westbrook was because of one player. And guess who that one player is? A prospect named Tyler Herro, the 13th pick in the 2019 NBA draft. Now, if you're me, you're going to be thinking to yourself, okay, this is a very silly reason to not be able to get a perennial all-star and a player that has averaged a triple-double in the past 3 years of his NBA career. To get a former MVP, all you have to do is give up the 13th overall pick in the 2019 NBA draft. And to give you an idea of who recent 13th overall picks have been, here's a couple of them. In 2018, it was Jerome Robinson. In 2017, it was Donovan Mitchell. In 2016, it was Georgios Papagiannis. In 2015, it was Devin Booker, and in 1996, it was Kobe Bryant. So I don't know what it is about the number 13 pick, because this year it was Tyler Herro, and I guess because of that, the Miami Heat felt like there was some sort of manifest destiny surrounding Tyler Herro. And you know, what's really weird about it is he's been killing it in preseason, and if the reason they didn't trade for Russell Westbrook comes down to what they knew what they had in Herro, I am forever going to be absolutely impressed with the scouting department of the Miami Heat. But then again, this is a team that puts a lot of stock in its rookies. This is a team that really likes its young players. So at the same time, I wouldn't be shocked if they just slightly overvalued him and it ended up paying off. So today we're gonna do a nosedive into what makes Tyler Herro so special, and I think you guys are gonna really enjoy this because he plays a very modern NBA game. Now, everything in life is based around trends, and most people will either follow the trend or try to carve out their own pathway. And I guess in the modern NBA, after seeing the success of the Golden State Warriors and Stephen Curry, the current trend is to find the next Steph Curry. The Phoenix Suns were seeking it with Devin Booker. The Atlanta Hawks were seeking it with Trae Young. But I'm a huge fan of the philosophy that you will never find a duplicate of another player, but you will find the first version of your current player. And Tyler Herro isn't the next Steph Curry. He's not even the next Devin Booker, who actually, he resembles Devin Booker's game a lot, but he is not the next Devin Booker, but he is the first Tyler Herro. And the first thing about Tyler Herro that just pops out at all of us is his incredible ability to score. And he's able to do so in a multitude of ways. Now, he has a very valuable ability here where he is able to create his own shot and practically pull up from anywhere on the floor and take a high percentage jump shot. Tyler's ability goes so much further than this because by doing this, he is able to get defenders to greatly commit to his abilities to make shots outside on the perimeter, which will result in some great opportunities for him to drive inside. Now, typically, whenever you get a great shooter, you may have a player with a lankier frame that doesn't have as great of a finishing ability. But Tyler Herro is showing that he is actually developing a pretty decent floater, which is a valuable weapon for a shooter that it doesn't have the ability to bang in the paint yet. Now, typically, most rookies that are not like Zion Williamson or some like physical freak of nature, typically most rookies don't do so well with their ability to finish at the basket, but Tyler has his own crafty ways of doing so. But the important thing is it's typically way harder to develop a jump shot than to develop a knack for finishing at the rim. And I believe the fact that Tyler has this building block of his ability to shoot is going to really speed up his development down the line and even result in him becoming an all-star a few years down the road. Another part of Tyler's game that really sticks out to me is he has this very D'Angelo Russell-like ability, and this is a reason I absolutely love D'Angelo Russell and feel like he could fit into most offenses because, like D'Angelo Russell, Tyler Herro could not only score off the dribble and create his own jump shot, but he actually has the ability to defer and just strictly hit jump shots off of catching and shooting the ball. Now, this is very valuable because not all players are fortunate enough to have the ball in their hands consistently. So being versatile enough to be able to play off the ball and also play on the ball will also make Tyler Herro very useful for lineups where, say, the primary scorer, which I'm assuming in Miami's case is going to be Jimmy Butler, is on the bench, which means Tyler Herro could both command the offense and be the focal point of the offense, but he could also defer to another player who is the natural leader of the offense before he maybe eventually develops into the focal point of the offense. This is another skill that I actually lauded Markelle Fultz for when he came out of college. He had the same exact ability. He could score either off the ball or on the ball. He could move off of screens and hit the open shot, or he could size up his defender and take it inside for a basket or a floater, or he could defer and just shoot it from the perimeter. Now guys, you know how we do. If you made it to this part of the video, hit me with a "I took flight" up in the comment section and I'll show you some love. And also let me know if there are any parts of Tyler Herro's game that you think I might have missed out on. If I missed out on a weakness or a key flaw of his, I wasn't really able to zero in on those because it is still the preseason. So I don't know how hard he is being defended, and I don't know how easy the defenses are that he's going up against. And I'm pretty sure I just said the same thing there. Now, aside from that, guys, drop a like if you enjoy the content, and I'll see you guys in the next video.